Hi guys, and welcome back to the Cassie project. So this week we are starting a brand new sketchbook. We completed my old one in 2024 and I have yet to take you on a tour through that. So let's have a quick look at that one first. This first painting that I did in this sketchbook was when I was in the Lake District with my family. And this is the beautiful house that we stayed in. Most of the paintings done in this sketchbook you have probably already seen before in my previous videos, but it really is nice to show you a flip through of the book and how it looks all completed together. I used so many different art supplies in this book and I just tried out loads of different things and just let go of that fear. Some pages I don't like as much, like these ones, but some I absolutely adore. I even turned these ones into stickers, which was so much fun. I tried out so many different techniques and I even created some prints out of it. And of course we've got the monochrome pages. You guys helped me to create all these monochrome pages by commenting the most amazing ideas on my videos. And it's just become such a fun series and I just love how the pages have turned out as well. We even completed Inktober of 2024 in this sketchbook. We did vast amounts of mixed media. We even did pages that were inspired by autumn, which, you know, I completely adore. We did Zentangle pieces and simple watercolours. Now, this is the last monochrome page that we managed to complete in this sketchbook, which means we get to continue this series in my new sketchbook. That's right, we are going to be doing the blue monochrome page today. So make sure you stick around to the end to find out which ideas I chose. And finally, we did some Christmas inspired sketchbook pages. We did some more Zentangle pieces and we ended it with a family of penguins, and that was the last video of 2024. It's now time to start the new sketchbook for 2025 and I'm so excited. And don't worry, I haven't forgot, I will show some puppy footage right at the end for you guys. Oh. So this sketchbook is made by C. White of Brighton and it is a watercolour sketchbook. This is 200 GSM paper which is cold pressed with a medium tooth. And you'll notice it is in a square format which I'm really excited to try. So let's move on to the first idea. Get your sketchbooks ready. We're going to do some drawing. So this idea starts with an illustration of a house, but don't worry, it does get more interesting. You guys have probably noticed that I really enjoy drawing houses, but I wanted to give it a bit of a twist and make it a bit more interesting. On my channel, I've done lots of real-time versions of me drawing British houses, which I really enjoy doing. Now, I'm using a very similar approach. I often do my illustrations using line and wash, so I'm creating this sketch with my fine liner. But this is where we add the twist. We are going to create a little monster at the side of the house. Well, I say little, but he's actually a giant monster and he's cuddling the house and he's so freaking cute. Now I decided instead of using my watercolour paints, I would use my Caran d'Ache gouache paint. So this is very similar to watercolour. You're activating it with the water, but it's just a little bit more concentrated so you get those vibrant colours. And I really wanted vibrant colours, especially for that monster, to contrast against the brown tones of the house. Now, as you guys are absolutely genius at coming up with names for my weird little creatures, can you guys think of a name for this little monster? What is his name going to be? It's got to be something cuddly and adorable. And I decided to really make this monster pop out. I would use a bright, vibrant pink. I'm adding a bit of purple shading and I'm kind of like dotting that on there to give him this fluffy texture. I wanted him to be a big, cuddly, fluffy monster. To finish it off, I wanted to add a nice blue sky, so I've dotted some clouds around there, and then I've gone in with the gouache paint. I'm adding a little bit of grey to the clouds, and here it is. I just love it. I think it's adorable. It's so adorable that I had to turn it into a print. So this is now available at the cassieprojects.co.uk, and of course my brand new art prompt book is also available. If you didn't see last week's video, I announced the brand new Art Growth sketchbook, and it comes with this adorable exclusive sticker when you purchase it through my website. So that is now available on my store as well. So head on over to the cassieprojects.co.uk because we've got a lot of goodies on there. And I just wanted to say a massive thank you for everyone that has already ordered their book. Honestly, it means so much to me. So this little guy we've actually had for a few months now. I've yet to show him to you because I weren't sure how you would react to such a weird little bug, but I want to add him to my sketchbook page today. So here he is. This is Basil. This is actually Layla's pet, isn't it, Layla? And she is looking after him all by herself. And he's lovely.
He only eats cucumber.
He only eats cucumber. And I almost forgot to mention, so Basil is a giant African millipede. I imagine many of you will absolutely adore Basil as much as we adore him. But I also imagine there's a lot of you that are absolutely cringing at the thought of having such creature in your house. So I decided to draw him in a bit of a cartoon version and give him a hilarious face for you to enjoy, so it's a little less creepy. In fact, I would love to know what you guys think of Basil, so please drop a comment below and tell me, do you love him or do you hate him? I mean, he's a pretty exciting, unique pet, isn't he? For this illustration, I decided to go in with my acrylic markers. So I'm using my Artex markers, and I'm just using a variety of browns to create some shading. So I've got the shadowing underneath, and then I'm bringing the shadowing in between each of those bumps, those weird parts of Basil. I'm trying not to freak you out. I'm so sorry. And then I'm adding those lovely highlights to make him look super shiny. And there he is. There's our little Basil. Now you could copy whatever pet you have at home or draw a weird little bug. It's super fun and simple to add to your sketchbook. Now for the next idea I have been wanting to do for quite a while, and I'm so glad that I finally got round to doing it. It's super simple, but honestly so enjoyable to do. Forget Zentangles, this is the new style of Zen art. We are going to create a map over this 2-page spread. You could have so much fun with this. You could create all sorts of weird, unique worlds. So I'm just going in with these squiggly shapes, as squiggly as you can make it. I've used quite a fine liner for this so that I could really add lots of detail to those little edges. And I just kept adding more and more shapes until I filled up this page. Now, the perfect art supply for this is using a water-soluble pencil. So I'm using my Derwent Inktense pencils. So these are fantastic because they create an ink. As you can see, I've added a green colour to the inside of the shape, and then I'm using my water to blend that towards the centre. I'm going to do that with all the shapes, and this creates the land. So we've got that very old worldy looking style map. I actually found this so therapeutic. You know, when you're creating a Zentangle, you can just switch off. This was a very similar feel. It was very meditative and very zen, and I really, really enjoyed it. But now we've created the land, we want to add the sea. So then we're going to go in with the blue pencil, and this is going to go outside the shape. Once again, we're using the water to blend out that blue colour, and because we've got the blue closer to the land, it's a little bit darker and then it blends out to a lighter colour, and it just gives this lovely old worldy vintage map, which I just adore. Now I must say the Inktense pencils work perfectly for this, because once they're dry they become waterproof, it becomes an ink. So because of that, that green stayed in place, it didn't run into that blue colour. So I really enjoyed using the Inktense pencils for this. So if you want a way of relaxing, I definitely recommend you fill in your sketchbook page with this one. This next idea starts with a box. So the first thing to do is to create a square in the centre of the page, and then you're going to use diagonal lines towards the edges so it looks like you're looking into a box, and you can fill this box with whatever you want. Now I am going to fill it up with cupcakes because I was just in the mood to look at pictures of cupcakes. Because they're just delicious, and now I want to eat a cupcake again. I'm editing this video and now I want more cupcakes. I can't stop baking at the minute. I'm doing really quite well and I'm quite proud of myself. I am on a mission to delete preservatives from my diet and my kids' diet and my husband's diet. It's hard work, like everything you buy has chemicals in it and it's just horrible. So I'm trying to do as much baking and cooking as I can without using any additives and gross things. So yeah, I've been baking so many different things. I've been making my own bread, making my own buns, pitas, and then I've also been creating lots of sweet treats. So I've been making my own blueberry muffins and cupcakes, and even tried a lemon drizzle, which went wrong. For some reason it just sank in the middle. It was a bit depressing, but it still tasted amazing. It's become such a dopamine hit. When I'm procrastinating and struggling to do art, I just push myself to go in the kitchen instead. Instead of scrolling on my phone, I go bake a cake and it's wonderful. But anyway, I totally went off on a tangent there. Yeah, I created this painting with acrylic gouache and used my Ohuhu fine liners, and there we have a box of cupcakes. Now what would you put in your box? Now finally, last but not least, is the blue monochrome page. You guys were incredible as always and gave me so many blue ideas, and these are the ones that I decided to go for. So of course we started with some forget-me-nots. You know I love that flower. I have studied this flower in the past in my sketchbook and created a print and some stickers all based on the forget-me-not flower. We've got holly blue butterfly, a tube of blue paint, a big splashy puddle, robin eggs, which I thought was adorable, a blue cocktail, a poison dart frog, Neptune, and of course blue sky and an underwater scene. Once I got that sketch down, I went in with my watercolour paint because I've done all these monochrome pages using watercolour, so it just felt right to do that. Now, the next monochrome page will be purple. Now, you will have noticed that in the Art Grove sketchbook, I did a monochrome page and the colour that was chosen by the dice was purple. So we kind of have already done that, but I definitely want to add it to this sketchbook so that we can complete the series, because it just feels wrong not to. So please do put a bunch of purple ideas down below. If you haven't seen the Art Grove sketchbook monochrome page, I will link it at the end of this video. Do check that one out to see which ideas I've already done. But yeah, if you can think of some more ideas outside of that, I will be really, really impressed. It's going to be a tough one. Now, the blue page was so much fun, creating all these different types of blue. This gorgeous pastel blue on the butterfly, then the vibrant deep blue for the blueberries. I find it quite fascinating what you can do with just some blue, white and black. Now, I did have a couple of people mention blue suede shoes, which I thought was an absolutely wonderful idea. But after drawing out all these things, I just didn't have the energy to try and draw a shoe. They are really quite difficult to do. I've done a few shoes in the past and I do really enjoy it, but I just kind of ran out of energy. So I'm sorry for those that wanted to see some blue suede shoes on this page. I did, however, really enjoy filling the space with water and sky. I just thought that was brilliant. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. Let's grab a puppy. Oh, my darling. Their eyes have opened now and they are so cute. I'm sorry, did I wake you up? Oh, oh, you were just too gorgeous, and look at you looking now. Yes, can you hear me? Oh, oh, oh. So there you go, there is my video of sketchbook ideas for you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it and I hope that it's inspired you to create some art as well. You're so distracted. Don't forget you can order my print at thecassieprojects.co.uk, and of course we've got the Art Grove sketchbook on there as well. And again, a massive thank you to everyone that's already ordered theirs. Do carry on watching some more videos over here. I will pop in a binge-worthy video for you to enjoy. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you soon. Bye.